Hello, welcome back to PCS channel. Today I thought we'd do something a little different. We're going to introduce the usability of mobile devices. One of the things that's cool to be able to do is to actually record something using your voice and then be able to actually see whatever you said as a text in your keep notes, for example. Let's say you wanted to keep track of different things, you have various thoughts at different times, so you just pick up the phone and you record. And Google Keep is excellent for note keeping. The problem with Google Keep in terms of voice is it allows you to record voice directly in the mobile app. You can't do it on the desktop, but you can do it on the mobile. But the problem is it's very finicky. As soon as you start talking even for a little bit of time, it immediately assumes you're done. So there's no buttons or things to hit to press to say when you're done, when you're not done. And so you wind up having these little snippets of voice that are recorded. It just doesn't work as well as you expect it to. But obviously when you use a mobile device, you use your phone, it's nice to be able to just go ahead and speak into it and then have the text come out as text, so it's searchable. With that being the case, how do we go about without spending any money or buying anything external to be able to do so, because they do have apps available for that kind of stuff? How do we do it using the equipment we have that's free? And so one of the ways you can do it is by using Google's Recorder app. It comes on the phone. I'm going to pull up my phone display here so you can see what I'm doing. And let's go ahead and select the recorder. Looks something like that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and back out of this last message, and let's record a new message. This is a test message which will be recorded, and then it's going to be shown in Google Keep as a text note, which will make it searchable, easily findable. And then of course we can use any of the Google Keep capabilities to make it better, potentially add images, edit it, whatever we want to do after that. So let's stop at this point. So now that we recorded this note, we can basically quit. You don't have to do anything else at this point. But what we could do is we could say at this point that we want to save it, because we can resume the message if we want it to be longer. And as you can see over here on the right side here, it's got transcript. So whatever we were saying is available as a transcript. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and save it, and then I'm going to take this message by selecting it. We can play it back. This is a test message which will be recorded, and then it's going to be shown in Google. Anyway, you get the idea there. And so what we can do here at the top here, we got the share button. We click on share, we select the file option, transcript, because we don't want the audio version, we want the text version. Click on next, select Google Keep, and we click on save. So it takes about a minute. As you can see here, now we have this message, this note, shown Google Keep, no, it will be searchable, so on and so forth. So now anything we want to do with Google Keep at this point can be done. But the point is that the note has been recorded and is editable, and it's automatically in Keep as text. So let's try this one more time. We go to Recorder app on the phone. We go ahead and record a new message. This is message number 2 for note number 2, and it'll also be stored in Google Keep, so we can later do whatever we want to do with it. The end. We'll save it, and then we'll click on the message, and then we're going to select share. We're going to select file, transcript, click on next, and then select Google Keep, save, and we're done. So now we should have a second message. I'm going to go ahead and close the phone deal here. So if we're looking at Google Keep here, within about a minute or so, it's going to synchronize and you will see the second message pop up. And so basically that's the process. You record it on the phone, and then you share it with Google Keep as a transcript as text, and you end up with text version of the message. And of course then if you want to search for things in these messages, add images, do whatever you want to do with them in terms of keep, change colors, we can do all kinds of stuff after that. That's how the process works, and this does not cost anything. Google Keep is a free app available on both iPhone and Android. I don't know if the recorder is available on iPhone because I only use Android. My guess is it probably is, because Google tries to make everything available on both platforms. Okay, and as you can see, here is another note here. Notice that it puts in the title the day and time it was recorded, which is useful. And then, of course, it got the message itself. So there's the second message. This is message number 2 for note number 2. And that's how this works. As a small bonus, one more thing you can do with this concept, and that is when you record your notes, instead of going directly to Keep, you can actually share them to something else first. For example, Perplexity AI. What will happen then is Perplexity will come back saying, I don't really understand what you're saying, because you're just going to drop the text in there. So what you can say, you can copy it so it's in the clipboard when you initially create it, and then you simply tell Perplexity to rewrite the following text, and then you paste it one more time. So it's a little bit of a hassle, but at the same time it allows you to actually record something semi-coherent. Then you drop it in Perplexity, and then you tell it to go ahead and rewrite it in a good, proper English, and then you can actually share it from there directly into Google Keep. This is basically how it can possibly work. Let's pull up the phone again. Now I'm recording a semi-coherent something, I don't know what I'm talking about, and then this, and then we wanted to go to see the movie, whatever the movie was, and it's just a bunch of incoherent speech here. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it. I'm going to click on Save, and then what I'm going to do is, instead of sharing it directly to Keep, I'm actually going to say share it as a file, transcript, click on Next, and then I'm going to go and select Perplexity. And so over here you can see that it shows the message, it says, I'm sorry, I don't understand this thing. What you can do is you can then say, rewrite this text to be more coherent, or whatever you want to say. Now it says it doesn't know what the text is. So the idea is when you go to this transcript, you pull it up, you can actually select all of it by clicking on the word, then selecting Select All, and then copying it, and then you go and share it as a transcript to Perplexity. And then it comes back and says this, so you say rewrite using better English. And over here you can see that it actually rewrote the answer to be a little bit more coherent. So that's more elaborate, obviously requires a little bit more work and stuff. But for those who have some issues with English and they want AI to come in and do a better job, I wish they had ChatGPT or something like that available for this, but they don't. But Perplexity is available, and so you can just use Perplexity to do the same essentially thing, and you just feed the text. Just remember that you need to first copy it into the clipboard before you actually send it to Perplexity, and then it comes back and gives you the answer here. And then you can just simply click on Copy, and then you can click on Share, and then you can click on Keep. Okay, and we click on Save. One thing I forgot to mention is you can also, when you do this, you can click on the little label icon and select whatever labels you want, so you can actually save it to a specific label. Perhaps you want to set up a label for your voice notes. You can go with voice notes, and then you actually select that as a label, and then you save it, so all your voice notes that you created will be stored under the label voice notes, so they're easily accessible. And that's it. So basically save it and then save it. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Certainly feel free to use both the recorder and keep notes. And until next time, I'm still Oleg. Thank you.